All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Wahar Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect out here toiling in this truth. I'm Pathaka Mouth Jim S. Dallas, and I'm just coming back at you with a really quick hit lesson. I'm going to entitle this one, Death is Not Going to Save These Devils, man. You know what I'm saying? They have a lot to pay for. Yeah, and you know what I'm talking about when I say these devils, man. These Edomites, man. Esau. You know, who go, these Edomites who go back to their forefather Esau. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, a lot of them, they're starting to die off. They've been dying off, you know, for a while now. But you know, the elites of that nation, you know, of course, the Lord is putting, you know, like the stars, you know, these rappers, putting a lot of people to death in these times, during the time of judgment, you know, in the time of the visitation of the Lord, you know, pursuant to 2 Ezra, the 9th chapter. But, you know, recently, just as of late, you know, Henry K, you know, we got to be careful how we speak. So, you know, we have to speak in code. But you know what I'm talking about, Henry K. You know, he recently passed away. And of course, you know, you've had others of these, the elites of this nation who have been dying off, you know, those Red Shields, Benjamin, you know, Evelyn, you know, then you got from the Rock, the fella family line, David, John D, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, you know, it's just to name a few. And then, of course, recently, as of late, Henry D, you know, but you had, hell, we can go even further back, you know, George Washington, Honest Abe, you know what I'm saying? Death is not going to save these devils, man. You know what I'm saying? You know who they call Honest Abe anyway, isn't it? You know, I don't, you know, honest, come on, man. You know, they're the wicked, man. They're Esau, they're Edomites. You know, how honest can a Edomite be? You know what I'm saying? You know, Andy, you know what I'm saying? Andy Jackson, you know what I'm saying? All these devils, man. You know the ones, you know, so all of them, man. You know, death that has done dirt and wickedness, you know, evils in the earth, you know, and they've passed on. You know, death is not going to save them, man. These devils have a lot to pay for, and they're going to pay, man. You know, thus saith the Lord, you know, and it's according by a biblical process known as reincarnation. You know, we come back every 3 to 4 generations, man, you know, pursuant to the scriptures, you know, and that's biblical. You know what I'm saying? And anybody don't believe in it, hey, you're ungodly, which I'm gonna get these scriptures. So without any further ado, let's just get into it. These devils are going to pay, man. They're not going to get away. So, you know, they got a lot to pay for. They've done so many atrocities, you know, in the earth, and you know, it's crazy, man. You know that you would think that for a person to think that now, you know, they've done all of this wickedness, evil, atrocities, you know, genocide, you know, just all the madness that they've done, and now it's just they die and that's it. You know what I'm saying? No, man. They gotta pay, man. You know, they gotta pay. So without any further ado, let's get into this, man. This Ecclesiastes, the first chapter. I'm gonna jump down to verse 9. It reads, it says, the thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. So real quick, let's get some quick context on this thing right here, so we understand what this is talking about in context. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 6 and verse 10. It says, that which hath been, which is what we just read about the thing that hath been. It's telling you what that thing is. That which hath been is named already, and it is known that it is man. Neither may he contend with him that is mightier than he. So man is that thing. So let's go back now and read this in context, so we get an understanding, a proper understanding of what these scriptures are talking about, man. What's going on in this book, which the Bible is a coded book, man. That's why you have to, you know, precept upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little, to get proper understanding of this puzzle that is being put together here by the mysteries and secrets of the Lord, man. You know, which everybody is not given those things. You know, he giveth he showeth his secret to his servants, the prophets, man. You know what I'm saying? So we're able to break these things down in these times where you got the average preacher or person out here that thinks they know the Bible, you know, and they're breaking it down wrong. They have the wrong understanding about what they're reading. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not given those mysteries, those secrets, which all of these things are mysteries and secrets. You know what I'm saying? That's why the average person doesn't believe in reincarnation. You know what I'm saying? But it's all because of this devil, the current rulers. Job 9:24, the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked. And the spirit that they put in the earth is lies, deceptions, you know what I'm saying? Evils, wickedness, darkness, like scripture saying Isaiah 6:60 in verse 2. This earth is in darkness and these people are in gross darkness, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they don't have any understanding of these things. But we're going to break them down and we're going to get proper understanding. This is Ecclesiastes 1:9. The thing that hath been, which we just read in Ecclesiastes 6:10, that is known that it is man. That thing that hath been. So let's read this in proper context here. Ecclesiastes 1:9. The thing that hath been, the man that hath been, it is that which shall be. So the man that has been is going to be again. And that which is done, whatever he did, is that which shall be done. He's going to do again. And there is no new thing or no new man under the sun. So when you understand that in proper context, there's a thing known as a reincarnation. Your spirit remains the same. The spirit in the body. When a person dies, which I had a image that I wanted to show, and I was intending to get that image to give the proper understanding on that. The spirit in a body, which is your house, your abode, for the spirit, it may change. It will change. You know what I'm saying? When, from each incarnation, you know what I'm saying? A person is born, the Lord puts the spirit in a body. When a man and woman comes together, they create a house, a body, an abode for the spirit. The Lord sends the spirit down into that body, and they do whatever they're going to do. They like the things they like, whatever flavor, food, pizza, whatever that spirit, that's what that spirit contains, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to live its life, do its thing for whatever period of time that the Lord has set for it. Then that body will run its course. It'll die. What we know is dying. That body will go into the back into the earth, and then the spirit goes back to the Lord, which who gave it, and he judges the spirit. As a matter of fact, let's get that real quick. It's in Ecclesiastes as well, chapter 12 and verse 7. We'll read it. Ecclesiastes 12:7. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto the Most High who gave it. There it is. So once you die, the spirit goes back to the Most High, man. You know what I'm saying? And he judges that spirit, and then he sends that spirit back down into the earth to play out his judgment. We'll get that in 1 second. This is Ecclesiastes 1:9 again. The thing that hath been, the man that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing or no new man under the sun. So we've all been here. Reincarnation, man. We've been here. You know what I'm saying? So these devils have been here as well, and they're coming back. The man that hath been is that which shall be. They're going to be again, man. So let's real quick. Let's jump over to the 3rd chapter. Because you come back into the earth to play out your judgment. Like I said, we just got the scripture where the body is going to go back into the ground, to the earth, the dust, and then the spirit goes back to the Most High who gave it. It says Ecclesiastes 3:15, that which hath been, still talking about that thing, is now. So the man that was then is now. They've been before, and they're here. They've been here again. And that which is to be, that's future, hath already been. When? Now, man. And those that come in the future were here which will become the past, which is now, which is the present. But in the future will become the past, which now we're in the present. The things that were the past, are behind us, man. So it says that which hath been, that's the past, is now here in the present, and that which is to be in the future hath already been. When? Now, which will be the past then, but now in the present. It says, And the Most High required that which is past, man. So the Most High requires your past doings, man. So these devils aren't going to get away. They're not going to get away. The Lord requires the things that these devils have done. You know what I'm saying? Death is not going to save these devils. They got a lot to pay for, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's going on. But let's read the next verse, get a little more context. Ecclesiastes 3:16. And moreover, I saw under the sun the place of judgment. Where is under the sun? Isn't the earth under the sun? Don't you have to look up above you to see the sun? Yes. So Ecclesiastes 3:16. And moreover, I saw under the sun, the earth, the place of judgment. So judgment plays out right here in the earth, man. You know what I'm saying? That wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. Talking about right here, man. Right here on earth. This used to be a paradise. You know what I'm saying? But the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked. Now it's through. You know what I'm saying? But these are the things that it's talking about. Judgment is played out in the earth. We come back every 3 to 4 generations. So let's get that real quick. This is Exodus chapter 20 and verse 5. And it reads, thou shalt not bow thyself to them, nor serve them. For I, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, thy power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the 3rd and 4th generation of them that hate me. So we come back every 3 to 4 generations to be judged of the Lord, to be dealt with of the Lord, man. You play your judgments out in the earth every 3 to 4 generations. We just read the place of judgment is under the sun right here in the earth, man. The man that hath been, he's going to be again. You know what I'm saying? So these devils are coming back. They're not getting away. As a matter of fact, it reminds me of the one in the park. Let me get this real quick in the park. Hopefully it's making sense. This is making sense, But I like my lessons to make sense, man. I want them to be edifying. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 14. And we're going to start at verse 34. Point is in verse 35, though. This is 2nd Ezra 14 and 34, just continuing to prove the point. Therefore, if so be that ye will subdue your own understanding and reform your hearts, your own understanding. If you have whatever understanding you had prior to the truth, it came from Esau, man, which is no understanding. So you have to subdue that. You have to get rid of it. You know what I'm saying? So it says, therefore, if so be that ye will subdue your own understanding and reform your hearts, your lab in the Hebrew, your mind, man. You got to reform your minds. That's being reborn. You know what I'm saying? It says you have to be re-educated, retaught. You got to relearn, man. So because we were taught lies, man, this earth is in darkness. These people in gross darkness. The deceptions and lies of Esau is what have been controlling the minds of these people, man. You know what I'm saying? So you have to understand these things. That's where the subduing of your own understanding comes into play, man, and reforming your hearts, your mind. Ye shall be kept alive, and after death ye shall obtain mercy. Here's the point. For after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again. The judgment comes after you live again. We just read in Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, and verse 15, that the place of judgment is under the sun. It plays out in the earth, man. You know what I'm saying? So death is going to, for after death shall the judgment come, when we shall live again. So you play, that's when you go to the Most High after you die, and the Lord is going to put the judgment on you, and that judgment is going to play out on the earth, man. That's what these scriptures are alluding to and concluding. It says, and then shall the names of the righteous be manifest, and the works of the ungodly shall be declared. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? But the point is, judgment is played out right here on the earth, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's the point. We're going to live again, and judgment is going to be played out on the earth. So these devils death is not going to save them, man. They're not going to be saved by death. They got a lot to pay for. So reincarnation is biblical, and if you don't believe that, as a matter of fact, because you got a lot of people that they're not going to reform their minds, and they're going to continue to believe the madness. The Lord calls you ungodly. So let's get that real quick. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and verse 1. And it reads, for the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves, but not aright. See, with themselves, but not aright. Our life is short and tedious, And in the death of a man, there is no remedy. Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave. See, the ungodly don't believe in reincarnation. They don't believe that you return from the grave, and live again. When we just read it in 2nd Ezra 14, that we're going to live again, man. And we read also that the place of judgment is under the sun. So, what else can you be but ungodly? Wicked, man. It's wicked to believe that, there is no, this is it. Esau rules over you, puts hell on you, and then you just die, and that's it. Or, well, of course, most of these people think they're going to go burn in some fire for eternity, which is not biblical, So, no, man. That's not what's going on. So as a matter of fact, when you read down a little bit, let's just read a little more. I don't want to make this too long. Got a few more scriptures I want to grab, but if you keep reading, it goes further into how these devils they don't believe in reincarnation. Verse 2, it says, "For we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been. For the breath in our nostrils is as smoke, and a little spark in the moving of our hearts, which being extinguished, our body shall be turned into ashes, and our spirit shall vanish as the soft air. And our name shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have remembered or Salakia, and no man shall have our works in remembrance, and our life shall pass away as the trace of a cloud, and shall be dispersed as a mist that is driven away with the beams of the sun, and overcome the heat thereof. For our time is the very shadow that passed away, and after our end there is no returning, for it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again." See, the devils, man, the ungodly, the wicked. This is what Esau. This is what Esau has put in the earth, man, and that's why these people believe what they believe, and that's why that YOLO spirit is in there. As a matter of fact, it's going to go into that YOLO spirit. Let me read a little more. Verse 6, it says, because he think you're not going to come again, you're not going to return. So here comes YOLO spirit. Here's YOLO. You only live once. "Come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present, and let us speedily use the creatures like as in youth. Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ornaments, and let no flower of spring pass by us. Let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they be withered. Let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness. Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place, for this is our portion, and our lot is this. Let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age." So going into that YOLO, hey, get it while you can get it. You ain't gonna have another opportunity. So go hard in whatever you do, whether it be wicked or whatever. Hey, do it to the fullest. That's what they push, man. And that's what they believe. But like we read in the first verse, "For the ungodly said, reasoning with themselves, but not aright." You know what I'm saying? And that's where that spirit comes from, man. No. We're correcting all of that right here with this lesson right here. These devils are not going to get away. They got a lot to pay for. Death is not going to save them. They're going to return from death, and then the judgment is going to play out in for the things that they did in their past. As a matter of fact, when you read in 2nd Ezra, let's go back to 2nd Ezra real quick. Reminds me of 2nd Ezra 5 and verse 42. The Lord likens his judgments to a ring, man. This is 2nd Ezra 5 and 42. "And he said unto me, I will liken my judgment unto a ring. Like as there is no slackness of the first, even so there is no swiftness, no slackness of the last, even so there is no swiftness of the first," man. The Lord likens his judgment unto a ring, man. And when you understand, a ring is a circle, man, which a circle, there's only two things that's infinite: a circle and a figure 8, the number 8. They're infinite. They're never ending. You can continue to go around it, and there's no end to it. There's no stop. You'll just continue to do it and do it and do it. So it represents infinite, infinity. You know what I'm saying? So his judgment is infinite, So these people are not going to get away. If judgment is infinite, how are you going to get away from that, man? You know what I'm saying? Because we proved, in countless lessons, and we can prove again, that there is no eternal hell that you go burn in. So how are these devils going to pay, man, for all the atrocities and all the madness, that they put forth in the earth, man, and done to the people of the Lord, the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians of Negro descent, who make up the no longer lost 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, man. We know who we are now. You know what I'm saying? How are they going to pay? Because they're going to come back, man. You know what I'm saying? So real quick, let's go back. Let's go to Revelations, because they did it. So now it's got to come back. The Lord is an eye for an eye, a tooth for tooth, foot for foot, life for life, death for death. The Lord is about that, man. You know what I'm saying? And he tells you in Malachi, the 3rd chapter, that he doesn't change, man. You know what I'm saying? So these devils are going to pay, man. So let's get this in Revelations real quick. This Revelations chapter 18 and verse 6, because they did it. Revelations 18:6, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double. She filled that cup of trembling. That, the cup represents death, destruction, double straits. You know what I'm saying? And they put all those things on you, Jakes, man. You know what I'm saying? So how is this devil's cup going to be filled if death is the end, man? You know what I'm saying? Nah, that's not that's not the end, man. The cup is coming to them, and the scriptures say that, as a matter of fact. And as we just read, double. The cup, that cup, slavery, death, double straits, they're going to go through it, man. This is Jeremiah chapter 49 and verse 12, and it reads, for thus saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup, which is who? Israel, man, the Israelites. We're the chosen nation of the people, but we went off, so we had to get it. But that wasn't supposed to be what happens for us. It says, have assuredly drunken. So we drank that cup. We went into slavery. We got our asses handed to us and beat, man. You know what I'm saying? It says, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Question. Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. So you Edomites are not going to go unpunished, man, because when you read up verse 7 to show it's talking about Esau, verse 7, Jeremiah 49:7, concerning Edom, thus said Yahweh Bashem Yahushai of armies, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? And yes, it's vanished, and the Lord is taking it from them, but that wasn't the point. The point was just to prove that it's talking about Esau, man. And then when you jump back down to verse 12, Salakia, it's going into it. For thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have surely drunken, and art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Who? Edom, Esau. We just read it in verse 7. That's who it's talking about. Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. So they're going to drink of the very cup that we just read of in Revelations 18:6, man. And you're going to drink double of that cup, man. They're not going to get away. Death is not going to save these devils, man. This is Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 15 and 16. And it reads, and it says, the day of the Lord and the future. For the day of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is near upon all the heathens. So all these heathens are about to receive it, but primarily and especially these Edomites, man, who furthered the affliction, man. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. That's that cup, man. The things you've done. That's why the Lord said, an eye for an eye, tooth for tooth, life for life, death for death, foot for foot. And Yahushua didn't say anything different, man. The one they ignorantly referred to as Jesus Christ. Now, the Christians word it differently, and I'm going to say it like they said it, but he's saying the same thing. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you, roughly paraphrasing. Yeah, you want me to take you into slavery? Take me into slavery. You want me to beat your tail? Beat mine. You know what I'm saying? You want me to oppress you? Oppress me. That's what he was saying, man. So he wasn't saying anything different than his father, man. Christianity just twisted it and made it all about good things, man. You know what I'm saying? Obadiah 1 and 15, for the day of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Yeah, that cup is coming double, man. What you did. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yeah, they shall drink and they shall swallow down and they shall be as though they had not been. Yeah, they going into slavery, all you nations, man. But you devils are going to get it the worst, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, so that cup is coming. There is nothing you can do about it. You know what I'm saying? Zechariah 1:15 said you helped the further affliction of Jake, man. You know, so you're going to have to pay for that, man. You're not going to get away with it, you know. And then all of these scriptures I'm bringing out backs that very point, man. This Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 21, and it reads, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom. Boom, Esau, man, that dwellest in the land of Uz, which represents America in these times. The cup, there it is. That cup is continually being talked about, man. You know, that the cup also shall pass through unto thee. So that tells you and proves that death is not going to save these devils. They got to come get this cup right here. You know, the cup is going to pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. I'm going to go ahead and read verse 22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. See, we went through the cup. We went through our punishment, but now it's supposed to be the end. This is it, you know. No, man. Now the cup is going to pass through to them. You know what I'm saying? There's something else after this. There were two blessings, Jacob and Esau, you know. What's that? Hebrews 11 and 20. And Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau concerning things to come. Genesis, the 27th chapter goes into that. Two blessings were given. You know what I'm saying? And when one's ruling, you know, the other one has to be in slavery. And then now the next blessing is coming. The kingdom of heaven to you, Jakes, Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians. We're going to be ruling and they're going into slavery. That's what's happening, man. You know what I'm saying? It says the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. That's the Israelites. You know, Zion, of course, is to Zion in the Hebrew, which means a monument, thing remembered. And the Lord said he was going to remember his people. It says he will no more carry thee away into captivity. Exactly. This was the last one for us. You know what I'm saying? He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. So it's your turn to go into captivity. He will discover thy sins. Yeah, everything you did, you're finna pay for it, and you're gonna pay for it double, man. It just is. We're reading it. This is in the Holy Bible, man. These are not my words. You know, these things have to happen. They did it. So it's their turn to get it done, man. Revelations 13 and verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. And that's not talking about just regular ears. Everybody has ears. So it says, if a man have an ear, you know what I'm saying? That's your spiritual hearing. If you can spiritually receive this, then this is for you. And here it is, verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. And the sword was his very blessing, man. That's what he did. That's what he's about. That's what he does, man. You know what I'm saying? Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. The saints are the Israelites, you know, the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians of Negroid descent. You know what I'm saying? It's so, and that patience represents what is patience? God dang, it slipped my mind. Look at Satan, bro. To suffer, man. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to take it. To suffer. Patience means to suffer, man. You know, and we're suffering through this madness, man. Patiently awaiting the return of our big brother. Because when he returns, it's going to be on. All these things we're reading is going to be on and popping. So he that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. George Washington, you know what I'm saying? Abe Lincoln, so-called honest Abe. All of them, man, they had slaves, man. But they all died off. So how are they going to pay for this, man? How are they going into captivity? Because of everything that I bought out prior to that. The man that hath been is that which shall be. They coming back, you know. They got to come back every 3 to 4 generations. They got to, you know, so they'll be back. I believe some of them are already here, man. Some of these are already here. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, these scriptures have to be fulfilled and come to pass. The Lord said he's a man that he cannot lie. He also says in Isaiah 55 and 11 that his word is not going to come back to him void, but it's going to accomplish the things whereto he sent it, man. You know, so these things are going to happen, man. They're written. They have to happen. Or the Lord is a liar, man. You know, this is Jeremiah 30 and verse 16, just to back that up. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. So that's all of these nations, man. You know what I'm saying? But again, primarily these Edomites. You know what I'm saying? These Edom, man. You know what I'm saying? The so-called self-proclaimed white man, woman, and child. I'm going to go ahead and read verse 17 because it's going into Jake, man. This is what's coming for you. For I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, because it's what we've been. Hey, man, this was a sore destruction for us, pursuant to Micah, the 2nd chapter, in verse 10, man. We've been beaten. And that's why Jake has a Stockholm syndrome now, man. They're beat down. Jake is tired of getting his ass whooped, man. So those wounds are going to be healed, man. For I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, said the Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because they call thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion, whom no man seeketh after. Exactly, man. You niggas and spiggers, niggas and spicks and Uncle Tomahawks, man. That's why you got these proverbs and bywords on you and everybody look down on you, but we're finna be healed from all these things, man. The Lord is about to save his people, and he's about to restore his people, man. He's going to raise us back up, via our big brother Yahushua. So death ain't going to save these devils. As a matter of fact, let's get one more. And we'll bring this lesson to a close. I think it's long enough. It's Psalms chapter 149, and I'm going to start at verse 4, and it reads, for Yahweh Shem Yahushai taketh pleasure in his people. So the Lord takes pleasure in his people. His people are the Israelites, man. You know what I'm saying? They've made it all about anybody, everybody, all nations. And no, man. The Gentiles in the scriptures are Israelites, man. But that understanding has been taken out of the earth, man. You know what I'm saying? For the Lord taketh pleasure in his people. He will beautify the meek with salvation. Don't get it twisted. There are actual Gentiles, which represent the actual heathen nations, but we're talking about the ones that they love to run to when it says there's no difference between a Jew and a Gentile. Come on, man. Stop, bro. Or the Jew and the Greek. You know what I'm saying? Those are Israelites, man. And we can prove that, man. But he's going to beautify the meek with salvation, the meek, the lowly, those at the bottom of this society, man. You Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. The scriptures say in Matthew 5:5, the meek shall inherit the earth. These are the things that are coming to us. The earth. It ain't about dying and going and floating around in the clouds or going into some fire somewhere, man, that don't exist. Come on, man. The meek is going to inherit the earth. Salvation, the kingdom of heaven is going to be right here on the earth, man. It says, let the saints, verse 5, let the saints be joyful in glory. Let them sing upon their beds, aloud upon their beds. Salaki. And that represents that salvation, which represents that rest, that comfort that we're going to have, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to sing joyfully because we're going to be at rest, at peace. We're going to have comfort. You know what I'm saying? It said, let the high praises of the Most High be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hands. So we're going to be ready to rip shit apart, man. Salaki, excuse my French. To execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people. Did you hear that? Vengeance, man. Punishments. This is the Holy Bible, man. But, God is love. Shut up, Christians, man. To execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people. These devils that's what they got coming to them. Vengeance and punishments, man. So death is not going to save them. They're not going to miss out on this. Their asses is coming back into the earth to receive those vengeances, those punishments, man. It says to bind their kings with chains, and they're the kings. They've been the kings. It's called they're dying off. Don't change that. The kings represent them. All them aforementioned, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, DuPonts, Gaddys, Oppenheimers, Wahlburgers, all of them, man. Them goddamn banking families, man. The elites, the uppers, to bind their kings with, and I might get strike because I'm starting to open up a little too much now. To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. So chains and fetters of iron are coming, man. Slavery. To execute upon them the judgments written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So these are the things written. Slavery is written. We just read it in Revelations 13 and verse 10, man. You know what I'm saying? Those punishments are written, man. We just read one right here. The vengeance and punishments. You know what I'm saying? These things are coming. They're written. So they have to happen. So these devils are not going to get away, man. Death is not going to save them. These devils have a lot to pay for. So with that, hopefully this was edifying to the hopeful elect, giving all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Kakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect, the house of David, the Bayath, Shal Dawadah, Shalom.